Hey everybody, welcome back to Breakfast with Bob. Day 3, we're a Challenge Daytona PTO 2020 Championship. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by Captiva Spine, John Hall Chevrolet, USA Triathlon Foundation Risk Partners, and the PTO, the Pro Triathletes Organization. Our next guest, Skye Moench, coming off of a second at Ironman Florida, 8:46, 3:03 marathon, record days for her. How you doing, Skye?
Doing so good, Bob. It's so good to finally be here at Breakfast with Bob with you.
We were supposed to do Kona last year.
We were supposed to.
And you crashed, right?
Yeah, I crashed 2.5 weeks before the race, and I didn't even make it to the Big Island.
That's such
a
bummer. And would that have been your first time?
Yeah,
there?
that would have been my Kona debut. So
such a bummer.
It was unfortunate.
How hard was that for you to deal with?
Well, the hardest part was dealing with not being at Breakfast with Bob.
Of course, that goes without saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it was hard as people thought it was. I was devastated, obviously. I was devastated to miss the biggest race of the year, and I was just in such good form. I had an incredible 2019 season up to that point.
Did. Yeah.
But ultimately, I couldn't control it, right? And I'm all about controlling what we can control and just being positive about things. So I was just fully focused on recovering, and I knew my bones would heal. They just needed the time, and I would be back for 2020. So yeah, I was a bit gutted to sit and watch Kona and think of where I could have been or whatever. But I love watching Kona. That's all I've ever done, actually, is watch it.
Yeah,
so
it's sort of like this is what I normally do. I'm home watching.
I was in bed with a few broken bones, just watching Kona.
How long take it to heal?
Well, yeah, so it was all just broken bones, which take, a good 8 weeks or so. I had a couple surgeries. I mean, the full healing process, I was starting to feel good again. I shattered my elbow, which is a big deal. That's a big thing to do.
What happened in the crash? What was going on?
I don't know what happened. I have no memory.
Wow. Well, this is probably a good thing.
I hit my head so hard, I don't remember anything. I hardly remember the ride. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of nice I don't remember. I wasn't afraid to get back on my bike.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had no, serious trauma, I guess.
Right, PTSD from
I think it was just a freak thing coming down a canyon.
Yeah, where?
But I'm in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
So I was in Mill Creek Canyon, and I've been riding these canyons for 10 years, never crashed.
Right.
So it's good timing. First crash, 3 broken bones right before Kona.
The elbows are tough to come back from.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, quite painful. Felt like one of the hardest things I've had to do, but. Yeah.
So you ran track and cross country in high school, first marathon at 16 years old.
Yeah.
You're working at Ernst & Young. You've always been a worker. I mean, that always impressed me. You had a job since you were 15 years old. Parents basically said, if you want to go to college, you're going to fund it yourself. So you were cleaning houses. You were doing whatever it needed to be done.
Yep.
2 part-time jobs through school.
Yep.
And then you get your accounting job at Ernst & Young.
Yeah.
But they basically... Okay, I can.
It was a good career. It was.
Yeah.
Everyone was proud of me. I was proud of myself. I'm making good money then. Can buy my bikes that I want.
Right.
Things like that.
Then you took a little bit of a detour.
Yeah, I got a little bored.
Did you?
Yeah, I just needed a new challenge.
Right, because you're a CPA forever.
Yeah. There's always accounting. That's not going anywhere. And specifically taxes. I'm a tax accountant.
Oh, my God.
Never going anywhere.
No, never going anywhere.
Yeah.
So why not take a flyer?
Yeah.
And go. And when you decided you wanted to get into this crazy triathlon thing, when did you know that, okay, maybe this was the right move?
Well, it's interesting because I didn't really have a traditional pathway, I think, and even for people who just left their jobs and decided to go be a triathlete. I mean, I had done some local races, and I did pretty good, could get on the podium quite easily locally. We're talking very locally.
Sure.
I never even did a branded big race ever. Right. But that was all I needed, the confidence that I could be good. And I knew I was a solid runner. I knew I was a good cyclist. I could beat all my guy friends to the top of the mountains in Salt Lake.
Yes.
So I knew I was pretty strong. But I straight away decided I wanted to be a professional. That was my decision when I went part-time at my job. I just wanted to be a professional. That was the goal the entire time. And I would say it wasn't until a few years of racing pro when I had a good season that I was finally okay, yeah, I can be what I thought I could be.
Right.
But I was working towards that the whole time. So yeah, it was a complete confidence in myself and just taking the leap and, taking a chance on myself.
Well, and I love the fact that you get a 7 to 8 mile run in the morning. You'd
Yep.
work all day.
Yep.
Then you'd swim 1 to 2 hours at night. So obviously you were committed to making this thing work.
Yeah, well, swim 1 to 2 hours at night. I think you mean bike. I hate the swim. I would just squeeze in 2K here and there.
Right.
But yeah, I was dedicated to doing it. And part of it too for me is I love the endorphins. I'm one of those endurance athlete addicts, right?
Sure.
I am a lifelong athlete, whether or not I'm going to be professional, right?
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, I just loved it. I was dedicated for my physical and mental health, and then fortunately for me, it also helped me improve. So.
And Cam Watt became the coach?
Yeah, I hired a local coach first and worked with him for a few years, and then it was just the next natural step was to get a different coach.
Right.
And Cam is taking me completely to the next level, and he's a great coach. I miss him. I haven't seen him because of COVID. Right. I haven't seen him since last summer.
Oh my God.
I'll send him videos or something to tell me what to fix on my swim stroke or whatever. But yeah, he's a great coach. Really grateful to work with him.
Last year, Ironman Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Big win.
Big win. Very big.
Yeah, but you had no idea, right?
No.
Because Sarah True is out there. She's got a lead on the run.
Yes.
It's 1,000 degrees out.
Yes.
So hot.
Very hot.
So you're running along going, you never know what's going to happen up in front of you.
Exactly. Ironman is a long, long day, and as they say, anything is possible. And I know, things can really fall apart in the last bit of that marathon, right?
Yeah,
that's
always.
where the racing really happens.
Yes.
And I knew that, but I obviously wasn't counting on that. I was trying hard all day and doing my best.
Yes.
But
Would second have gotten you a Kona spot?
Yes, second.
So you were going, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Golden.
I thought I was solid in second. I knew I had a Kona slot. Had a pretty good prize purse. I was like, yeah, this is a good day for me.
And when did you start hearing rumblings that, okay, something's going on up here?
I actually had no idea until I passed where Sarah had fallen apart.
Right.
I noticed the lead cyclist. There was another cyclist there, and I had the second place cyclist with me the whole time. And then the lead cyclist was there, and I thought, that's weird. We still had a K to go or so. I thought, well, maybe they pull off the course early here in Frankfurt. It's too busy. It's a very busy course, first of all, with athletes and then with spectators.
Sure.
So that's what I initially thought. And then he started riding with me, and I kind of did a double take.
She must have finished
is
already.
that the
Maybe
first
he came
place
back.
bike?
Yeah.
And then he's like, Skye, Sarah's not going to make it. This is your race now. Congratulations. And I just was like, are you serious? What? And then at that point, it was just about, I have to get to that finish line first because, what if third place
comes out?
is coming
At that
up?
point,
No, this is mine. And I just ran as hard as I could, which was probably still really slow at the end of a marathon. But that's how I found out. I had no idea.
And you win Frankfurt, which is a huge race.
Huge
Thousands
race.
of people.
Yes.
And really, besides Kona and Challenge Roth, that's Frankfurt. It's right
there.
there.
Massive race to win.
Yeah. How did that change things for you when you win a race like that?
Well, it's not like I felt like I had accomplished everything, right? But it was a good indicator of I could be competitive, and I was a good Ironman athlete, and I think that helped me get noticed a little more.
Yep.
Obviously, missing Kona is a big deal. Not being able to perform on the biggest stage. That's where
especially when
sponsors
the
really
next
like
one
it.
Gets canceled too, right?
Right.
So basically, you missed 2 in a row. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I would say it helped get my name out there. Helped kind of solidify that I was serious and a good athlete.
Legitimate.
And, I wouldn't say I'm the most sponsored out athlete on the circuit because of it, but
you got a great looking kit.
Yeah, it looks great.
Its
and I'm
colors
so
are good.
grateful. I'm grateful for the support I have. I feel like I have a great team, and excited for the future. So
that's so fun. Now, and then you have the opportunity this weekend.
Yes,
we got as an accountant $1.15 million. That's not a bad thing.
I can do the math. Yeah,
you bet. There is a lot of math because you got to ride 20 laps.
I know.
You got to keep okay. What's going on? Is that 15? Is that 17? 20-meter draft rule?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
But so there's the ITU athletes, 70.3 athletes, Ironman athletes, all under one roof with 1.15 at stake. Pretty fun.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really excited for this. The more I think about it, the more I think it's just going to be, one, an incredible opportunity, and two, I don't think we know exactly what to expect. I personally haven't raced here on the track.
Right.
I've heard some things. I actually watched your show last night with Lionel Sanders, and he was talking about it, and Sebi, and
if that doesn't get you pumped up, nothing
exactly,
does.
I'm pumped. I'm going for the hour record on this thing. Just kidding. No, but I think it's going to be a different challenge than maybe what we're expecting with full on power the whole time, literally not getting out of aero. I'm excited for it though. I train really hard on the bike. I do a lot in aero, and I do a lot inside as well, which is always more difficult.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm really excited, and obviously it's not all about the bike. I mean, we have to get off and run, and my run has really improved.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years, like running is my love, so that's I'm proud of my run and how it's improved, and I'm excited to see how fast I can go here.
Have you spent some time on this track already?
On my bike, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty fun?
It is fun.
Yeah.
I wish I could come here and just do workouts on it. Like, that would be incredible. Awesome? This is like a dream where you don't have to worry about
cars.
This
is like Disneyland.
Yeah.
This is like Disneyland. Imagine you could come here, I'll do a little swim, and I'll go through a ride, and I'll run on the track as well. And
the water.
You never have to worry about anything.
It's everything, yeah. We could have a camp here.
Lots of them.
Yeah.
Well, I see this thing as being a full-on tri-festival that lasts a whole week.
Yeah.
I mean, down the line, when hopefully COVID goes away, there's really no reason. And we're not just talking here. We're talking Miami.
Yes.
We're talking Watkins Glen. We're talking West Coast as well. There's a lot of these tracks that have water.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You can do anything.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm so grateful that I could be here, and the silver lining of crashing out of Kona last year is that I had such a good year that my PTO ranking stayed quite high.
Yes.
This race, like automatic qualifying, was based off ranking, and so I didn't have to worry about even coming here. I knew if this happened, I'd be here, and that's been really good.
Well, and also PTO paid people based on their rankings from last year, which is pretty sweet.
Yes. No, that was very nice and helpful this year, and it's. My biggest struggle this year has been feeling productive, not racing. That's where most of my income comes from right now.
Yeah.
So it was hard to feel productive, and I kind of had to remind myself, like, well, the PTO paid out that bonus, which was pretty good. So, yeah.
Well, you can always just go get another degree, become a lawyer or something.
Oh, no, but I actually worked the tax deadline on October 15th.
Of course you did.
I was so bored. I'm like, I need some mental stimulation. I mean, I was training and everything this year. But, again, training without racing doesn't feel super productive. You're just exercising forever.
Exactly.
So, and I love to exercise, but I've kept busy.
That. It's hard. It's like studying with no exams.
Right.
You gotta have
why
exams.
Would you do that?
Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever. I love it.
Yeah.
Skye, really great to catch up in person. We didn't get to do this last year in Kona, but now you've qualified for next year, so we'll get to chat at How Goes on the Rocks next year.
And we didn't talk about why I'm wearing my kit.
Because it's so good looking.
It's so good looking. I'm just wearing it all week to get in the mood.
Well, you thought, because you were on a different time zone, you thought the race was this morning.
Yeah, exactly. I showed up ready. Yeah. No, I had a photo shoot right before this, and they squeezed me in with you, so
and
here
that way you don't have to come back here at 6 o'clock when we would just be talking heads with not being able to see us.
Yeah, exactly.
Black shirt.
Well, I was thinking it was going to be dark and this kit kind of glows. So
you know what? I'm going to have everybody wear their kits. The kits are really, they bring a little brightness to our day.
Yes, I'm glad. I'm so glad.
Skye, thanks very much.
Thank you, Bob.
Skye Moench has been our guest again. Breakfast with Bob, Challenge Daytona, PTO 2020 Championship. Hold on. We will be right back.